Order a chest x-ray, a sputum culture, and a pulmonary function test.
I had an FEV1 2 weeks ago. It was 50%. If you give me some oral antibiotics, I'll be fine.
Well, it's important that we take every measure to ensure your well-being.
You're a virgin, aren't you?
Not the last time I checked.
A CF virgin.
Dr. Scorpio is one of the best physicians in the hospital.
Sorry, it's just... We're supposed to be at Niagara Falls right now. Cyrus has been planning this road trip for months.
So romantic.
I know, right? So we left Atlanta on Friday, which is where we're from, and we stopped at Colonial Williamsburg and Gettysburg because we're total history geeks.
You've spent the last 3 days together in a car?
We kept the windows down.
I don't think you understand the severity of the situation. The bacteria in your lungs is always present, even if you're feeling fine. And if you continue to live recklessly, the bacteria will take over, causing a huge lung infection, possibly leading to respiratory failure.
I've been living with CF every day since I was 2 years old. I think I have a handle on the basics of contagion. So if you don't mind, maybe we could skip the lecture and just go straight to the antibiotics. I've got a waterfall to see.
I've still got it.
What's going on in here?
I was just getting a makeover. What you think?
We could have gotten you an appointment with the hospital's barber.
GH is a barber?
Nurse Johnson's full of secrets.
There are some things in this hospital that are on a need-to-know basis, and then there are some things that are common knowledge, like the barber.
Whatever you say.
Just clean up this mess, please, and get back to work.
What was that all about?
Nurse Ratchet is a stickler for the rules.
That had nothing to do with hospital policy, my friend. Someone's stuck in the middle of a lover's spat.
Do you want to walk out of here with a lopsided head of hair?
If there's anything you need, just press this button and ask for Cheryl. That's me.
Thank you. You got a friendly staff.
You know, I can, put you in for observation for the night. Nurse Cheryl is pretty attentive, if you know what I mean.
Well, that's very tempting, but I have a very expensive babysitter.
You have a kid?
Yeah, I got a 5-year-old boy.
I envy you, man. Chicks love single dads. It makes you seem more vulnerable.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not. I was out with a buddy of mine a couple of weeks ago, and he brought his kid along with him. He went to go park the car for just a few minutes, left me with him with the kid. I swear, I scored more digits in 5 minutes than I did the entire month. Worked so much better than a puppy.
That is so wrong.
Mrs. O'Brien, telephone, please. Mrs. O'Brien.
Hey, lady. Hey. You know, sometimes I forget that you're HIV positive. I wish I was so lucky.
How you doing? You know, with the pregnancy and all the meds.
Oh, I'm fine. You know, it's just kind of a lot.
Yeah.
I take Zidovudine 3 times a day and Nevirapine twice a day. It's supposed to decrease the chances of the baby contracting HIV. And then on top of that, you know, prenatal vitamins, iron, folic acid, all that stuff.
Good God, that sounds overwhelming.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of used to it by now, but it's exhausting sometimes.
I don't know how you do it. I mean, I couldn't do it. Hold it together the way you always do.
Yes, you could. Because you'd have no choice. Like me. I mean, really, it's something that you can't understand until you have to deal with it. It's weird. We're doctors, you know, we understand a lot about disease, but you don't really know until you're the one living with it.
So what, you're not seeing anyone?
Who's got the time?
Come on, man. What's the point of being a super spy if you can't use it as an excuse to pick up women?
To tell you the truth, I haven't really dated that much since my son was born.
Well, you should get out there more. Hey, maybe I'll babysit for you.
Hey,
Hi.
I heard you took a fall. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You guys know each other?
Yeah, she's been treating my son's autism. She's a miracle worker.
I'm just doing my job.
I'm sure.
Oh, I came across some new research on acupuncture treatments for children. I was going to save it for Stone's next visit, but since you're here, I could go get it.
That would be great. Thank you.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, you don't have to stick around. I'm sure she can fax you the files.
You know what? Speaking of dating and going out, maybe you can hook me up with Syra.
Mrs. Keys, telephone, please. Mrs. Keys.
You good? I'm telling you, I'm not the one who's sick.
Yeah, I don't hear any crackles in your lungs, but I'd like to run some more tests to be sure. Order a chest x-ray and a CBC with differential.
When can I see Moira?
We'll talk when we get your labs back.
I'm going out of my mind here, guys.
If you don't mind, how did you and Moira meet?
In an online support group. Turns out we live 5 miles from each other. We've been seeing the same specialist since we were kids. Crazy, right?
And what's your doctor say about your relationship?
Same thing you do. That we're playing Russian roulette.
Yeah, there's plenty of women without CF.
Yeah, I've tried to date normal girls. But they always treat me like I'm some kind of charity case. Moira's different. She doesn't care I've got a disease.
Yeah, I could imagine that'd be tough to give up.
Who said anything about giving up? I don't care if it's 2 years or 20. I'm spending the rest of my life with her, starting tonight.